Nintendo Switch update dated. Developer Q&A. And ARK 2 protagonist, the first human being in the world. You're right, kids, it's Raasclark and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So it's been finally announced, confirmed on the exact release date for this big ARK Nintendo Switch update / Ultimate Survivor Edition. As the devs say, if you currently own ARK on Nintendo Switch already, you are going to get the base game patch worldwide on November the 1st at 10 AM Eastern. That means if you are anywhere in the world and you own a copy of ARK on Switch already, you are going to get this patch upgrade of the island and the island alone. Scorched Earth, the next map to arrive to Nintendo Switch along with this Ultimate Survivor Edition, or the Season Passes offered, will be releasing at the same time but only in North America. EU, which includes the UK, will get this released on November the 8th, a whole week later, with the Young Explorers Dino Discovery mode dropping on November the 9th, the next day worldwide. No mention within this when exactly other places like Australia are getting it. Maybe if the Dino Discovery is going to be dropping worldwide on the 9th, that's when Australia is going to see Scorched Earth. There's no real tangible wording used with this announcement to clarify, but we do know at the very least South America will be getting this in late November and Japan in January. I know, right? And obviously a lot of you out there are wondering what's going on? Why has this been broken up over so many months? Why aren't we all getting this at the same time? Well, the developers of this brand new Nintendo port, Grove Street Games, have their own Discord. If you don't know what this is already, I will leave a link to this in the description, where they had a bit of a Q&A, ask a question section, it's called, in particular, where any of you could ask questions about this Nintendo update, and a lot of them were replied to. Big credit to Grove Street Games for taking the time to respond to so many questions, and certainly helps to clear up some ambiguity, such as why is this whole process being strung along so many months? Well, it's down to Nintendo why regions are getting this port at certain times through the year or even next year, and whilst it's unfortunate for those players, you, me included, the official response from the devs is they're not going to delay the game for one group of people simply to have it all come at the same time for everyone. It's not their fault, I guess it is Nintendo's fault we are getting these at certain times, and that's the official response. But begging a number of you asking, well, what about official servers that North America are going to get onto Scorched Earth before anyone else? I don't think that's very fair, is it? No, it's not. Well, the devs did respond to that, saying they won't release servers for regions that don't have the patch yet. Whether this is taking as there will actually be official servers for Scorched Earth exclusively for North America only, and there's going to be servers that are EU based that are dropping with Scorched Earth, is difficult to read. And if that's the case, are those going to be interlinked, obviously transferable between the two? It would be great to see just a bit more clarity on this, or are they just keeping all Scorched Earth servers on hold until everyone else can play on them? With this Nintendo Switch port, there is a very apparent visual upgrade to it, but a lot of you are asking the question, well, can I change the graphic settings from this at all? Can it be any different to what I'm looking at here right now? Well, the devs responded with a screenshot of what to expect from the menu, and no, there is no options here. In fact, very few options compared to the other console ports, leaving you with only gamma correction, turning it from light to dark, torpidity effect, light bloom, and light shafts. Nothing more you can do with this. And with the response, we've only left the super awesome graphics setting on, meaning that is the one and only graphic setting that you are only going to get with the Nintendo Switch port, which isn't really a bad thing. Gives nobody a graphical tactical advantage when it comes to PvP, having a lot of people disgruntled about that when it comes to stuff like I and things that people do on console that are quite similar in that realm as well. Everybody has to be on the same playing field. I like that. I think that's actually probably a good move, though. Will they be able to bypass it with cheat commands? Something we'll have to wait and see on. To further answer some of these other questions from us, such as why are these other maps taking so long to release, going all the way up until I think Q3 next year to see all of these official maps eventually released on Nintendo Switch? Well, the simple answer is they haven't started working on them yet. They haven't started working on Genesis yet, and they're currently focused on Aberration, getting that ready for you, which I think is still touted for December. I got a feeling, though, you might see this one in January. We'll have to wait and see, seeing that it's quite a late release schedule for other regions across the world, and perhaps Aberration is going to suffer the same fate. If you're looking to hear exactly what type of official servers that are going to be available, well, it seems there are only going to be standard official servers available at launch, but they will be listening to what the community asks for when it comes to server types to release post-launch, and they will be considering a vote for a small tribes cluster. So I'm guessing this is going to be related to popularity. If enough people are playing, then they're going to see, okay, the demand is there, let's open a cluster for small tribes or even other ones out there. So get playing, I guess, if you want to see different server clusters. And a few of you asked me on some of my videos prior, what about the boosted rates? Are you going to see Fear Evolved? Are you going to see any event at all? Well, some good news and bad news there. Fear Evolved, no, you won't see it. You won't see it this year, but you will see it next year. But currently they are testing out Turkey Trials, so you might see that on the Nintendo Switch port, but you will definitely get the extra life rates where they go really, truly well through the roof during the Extra Life event that's happening next weekend. I did throw out a few questions of my own, such as hosting non-dedicated servers. Will that be as limited as other consoles? But no response yet. But I did ask about the free maps, that being Center, Val, Fjorda, Crystal Isles, and credit to Raz who linked me to this video, which was an interview with the developers where they discussed indeed you will be seeing all of the free maps on the Nintendo Switch port at some point. Not exactly sure when. Did reach out to them to give us a bit more clarity on when we might expect these, but nothing yet. But within this same video, we did get a few things cleared up, such as Young Explorers mode. We now know exactly how many dinos are going to be in this mode, and that is 64 real world dinos. On top of that, expect a solid 30 frames per second at 720p. It does apparently seem that only the Rockwell and Helena notes will be the only ones re-recorded. Don't expect the other notes to be re-recorded as well. But something I found very interesting that no other console has is that cheat codes inputted on this Switch port will be saved for you to use them in a list, so you can go and select each cheat code and use them as and when, something that the PlayStation and Xbox don't have. So, you know, another reason to play it on Switch. So can't wait to play this next week. I'll be giving you the full rundown on what it looks like, how it performs, all of the new modes as and when they drop. And yes, can't wait to see some of these brand new exclusive features, well, timed exclusive features that are going to be on the Switch. Dropping to all other platforms later, apart from the Dino Discovery mode in the December holiday update. And finally, a bizarre tweet got posted quite recently that scientists at Princeton University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Adam, the first human being created by God, might have looked. Leading many replies from you, me, everyone, saying, this CGI generated model looks somehow a bit familiar to something that I've seen before. Can't quite put my name on it. What exactly is it? Yes, that's right, folks. God's image was created to look like our protagonist of ARK 2. Of course, 3D physically assembled with the likeness and appearance of Vin Diesel. Take it how you want. I'm sure there's a joke there with the word ARK and, you know, Adam, Noah's Ark, things there. But I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to offend anyone with religious beliefs, but I found it quite funny. If that was a joke tweet or not, And there you go. Something light to end the day. So, and that's your lot for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, comment below, let me know. Happy Halloween. Until next time, next week, early next week, I'll be on the Switch. I'll see you there. My name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace out.